Now, President Obama actually set to arrive minutes from now in Russia, and Ryan Schilkelt is in Moscow joining us live. Ryan, Obama meeting with President Medvedev and Prime Minister Putin. What can we expect out of this meeting?
Yeah, well, despite the fact that it feels like it might snow here any minute now, President Obama will be hoping he gets a warm welcome. That's what this summit is all about. It's about giving Russian-American relations a fresh start after they hit, or I should say took a dive after Russia's war with Georgia last year. Two things on the agenda really to look for today. One is disarmament. This is an issue where both sides can agree. They both want to see cuts in terms of the number of nuclear weapons they have and the missiles that they use to deliver them. There's a treaty called the START Treaty that expires this December. Both presidents today expected to sign a framework agreement to replace that later this year. Also, the U.S. will be looking for access to Russian airspace to bring weapons into Afghanistan for the war there. As you said, President Obama will also be meeting with Prime Minister Putin. That's tomorrow morning. That will be their very first meeting, and it will be a very important one. Chris?
Ryan, what about business? I mean, that's got to be a big topic of discussion.
Yeah, you know, sometimes we overplay the role of business and the role of these summits on their impact on the market. But in this case, I was talking to the head of Merrill Lynch a short while ago, Bank of America Merrill Lynch here in Moscow, and he was saying in this case, this summit is very important. To a certain extent, analysts will tell you Russia has a bit of an image problem with investors. It is seen as a place that is not necessarily, of all of the emerging market opportunities out there, the best place to put your money right now. If there is a positive image projected out of this summit in the long term for investors, that could be a plus. The two presidents will be attending a business conference tomorrow. That'll be attended by the top CEOs. Russia really looking for investment. The U.S. not a huge investor in Russia. Keep in mind, just a year ago, oil was at $147 a barrel. Russia didn't really need all that much investment, but it has very large infrastructure projects that it needs funding, for. So there is a very large likelihood that we will see a lot of talk over the next couple of days about how there should be and can be more U.S. investment in Russia. Chris?
Well, Ryan, stay warm for us there. We're going to have much more from Moscow throughout the morning with Ryan Schilkelt, so stay tuned.